Hi, this is Usha. Welcome to Rathod Science classes. Today in this lecture, we are going to discuss current affairs of 5th December 2021. In this lecture, we are going to discuss 8 topics which are very much relevant from our UPSC point of view. So today is Sunday and Sunday's newspaper it is important to cover science and technology and environment and ecology related current affairs. As you know, this science and technology and environment and ecology. So from these areas, you will be getting current affairs questions a lot. So please don't skip this Sunday's newspaper. So now let us try to see which are the topics now we are going to have a discussion. So first topic it is about Omicron. So in yesterday's lecture, we studied that 2 cases of this Omicron were identified in India, in Karnataka. And now this 2 number reached to 4. So 2 more cases they were registered one in Gujarat and one in Maharashtra regarding this Omicron. So we are going to have a signs of danger now. Okay. So this is a new variant of coronavirus, that is Omicron. So this topic it is important from health, which mainly comes under GS paper 2. And next topic it is about researchers. They documented about 43,118 butterflies. So this article will be important from environment and ecology. And in yesterday's lecture also we discussed one important newly identified butterfly species, right? And next topic it is about India-Russia set to ink AK-203 rifle deal worth of rupees 5,000 crore. So this article we can relate with India-Russia relations. Actually on December 6th here, Russia's president he is going to visit India. So we need to know about what will be the key agenda of that discussion or of that meet. So that will be important from international relations. And next topic is about study finds mechanism of blood clots after giving Oxford vaccine. So actually I think in April, is exactly in March, April time, what happened, there were one important news that is highly spreading news here is after taking this AstraZeneca Oxford vaccine, so that is having some side effects like blood clots. And now study mainly found what might be the mechanism for blood clots after taking this Oxford vaccine. So this will be important from our science and technology point of view, which mainly comes under GS paper 3. And next topic is about turning in the sky. It is about dynamo effect. So this will be important from SNT. And here you need to know about atmosphere and different layer of atmosphere. That will be important from your geography point of view, which mainly comes under GS paper 1. And next topic is about fighting off tumors. So what is tumor? Tumor is nothing but whenever there is unwanted cell growth is happening, so that will leads to high number of cells, they will be coming and they will be generated and they will be forming as a mass, that is called as a tumor. So tumors are most commonly seen in cancers, okay. And as well as if you're talking about tumors, we are having 2 types of tumors. First one is malignant and next one is we can say like a static tumor, okay. So static tumor or benign tumor means, so whenever there is a uncontrolled cell division is happening, so that is forming a mass and that mass it is present only in one place, that is static, that is not moving from one place to another place. So it is called as benign tumors. But in malignant tumors, whenever the one area there will be forming of that mass of cell or tumor is forming and that will be moving from one place to another place, so that it is very difficult to identify that. So this is a condition that mainly seen in cancer, that is also called as malignant tumors or malignancy. Okay, so here this article mainly talking about one important bacteria that will be helpful mainly to fight against this tumor, especially in certain kind of tumor. So this will be important from science and technology, which mainly comes under GS paper 3. And next topic is about gender imbalance. So what is this gender imbalance? Not only in humans but also even in animals, we can see this gender imbalance. So this article is very important to understand. So what will be the climate change impact on the living organisms? So even what happened recently, I saw one article regarding this albatross birds. So these albatross birds are very much famous for couples, okay. whenever they started mating with one bird means they will be mating with that bird only throughout their life. Okay, it will be like throughout their lifespan they will be having a one husband as our humans have. But due to climate change, what happened? But due to climate change, whenever the males are moving away from that place in search of food, so whenever the breeding season is coming, okay, whenever the breeding season is coming means, so the female birds, they are mainly mating with another bird. So because of this, that is leading to divorces in those birds as well. So this is the recent study that I saw in one news article, and I want to explain you because that will be helpful, especially when you are writing answer regarding climate change. So this climate change, it is a hot burning topic now. So not only the impact of climate change on humans and as well as on our geography, on topography, etc. You can also add some points regarding, so what will be the impact of this climate change on animals as well, right? So in this way, this Sunday's newspaper will be giving some interesting topics such that you can add those in your answer also, such that you can make your answer in a multi-dimensional manner. So here this gender imbalance mainly seen in seals. So we are going to understand that. So this will be important from our environment and ecology. And next topic is about Omicron designated as a variant of concern is haste. So here we are going to know some facts regarding what is this Omicron and what are the mutations that we see in this Omicron, and even we are going to understand what is the variant of interest and variant of concern, right? So these are the 8 topics that we are going to have a discussion now. So now let us try to see first topic. Title says fresh cases in Maharashtra and Gujarat take Omicron tally to 4. So as I said here earlier, yesterday's lecture we studied that 2 cases were found in Karnataka state, and now further 2 more cases added. First one is in Gujarat and second one it is in Maharashtra. So now totally we have 4 cases of Omicron. So now let us try to see this topic in a very great detail. So context says that two more persons in India tested positive for this Omicron variant of coronavirus, and now tally it is of 4. If you are talking about details, it mainly says that about a 72-year-old in Gujarat and 33-year-old in Maharashtra, they both were men and they were confirmed by this Omicron by health authorities. After confirming here, they mainly came up with a micro containment zone in that area. Okay, so this is about this topic, nothing more, because already we are going to discuss this Omicron in the last topic, so I limited discussion here. So now let us try to see next topic. It is about researchers, they document 43,118 butterflies. Okay, so this is about ecological health of habitat. So actually you know that here there are some species. If you know about the number of so and so species, like we can say like butterflies, and sometimes we can say like lichens, and sometimes we can see birds, dragonflies. So whenever there are high number in that so and so area means we can identify that area it is very much ecologically good. Okay, so these are nothing but bioindicators. So bioindicators, it is one of the important phenomena that you need to know, that will comes under this environment and ecology. So now let us try to see this topic in a very great detail. So if you see context, it mainly says that a team of researchers from Mangalore University in collaboration with the 2 institutes, okay, they mainly came up with identification and they documented about 43,118 butterflies. They are mainly belonging to 175 species and they documented in Dakshin Kannada. Okay, so here this is about context, and out of them 23 species they are habitat specific. They will be seen only in so and so habitat. So if you're talking about details, what is this article talking about? So if you see details, it mainly says that butterflies, they were identified at 8 heterogeneous landscapes. Okay, so they were identified at 8 heterogeneous landscapes. They are mainly ranging from coastal areas till sand dunes to agriculture fields, okay, to botanical gardens to semi-evergreen forest on the food hills of Western Ghats. So on the food hills of Western Ghats, so study mainly conducted in coastal areas, and as well as sand dunes, agriculture fields, and as well as botanical gardens. So in these areas study mainly conducted. So which type of analysis which mainly used in this study? They used indicator value analysis, okay, and they identify some indicator species. So if you're talking about researchers, they said that butterfly communities, they indicate the type and the state of habitat such that they can easily be conserved for the restoration of habitats and as well as diverse host plants. So whenever we are having high number of butterflies, means we can see that is ecologically good habitat. If at all the butterflies are very low and there is decreasing of population of butterflies, means we can see there is damaging that is happening to ecology at present at that place. So based on that, we can go for restoration and we can go for taking some conservation effects in that area. Okay, so here if you're talking about what are these bioindicators, bioindicators nothing but there are some kind of plants, plankton, animals, microbes which are mainly used to assess the health of natural ecosystem that is present in that area. Okay, so based on that, for example, if you are having good number of so and so plant here, for example, so and so plants which are mainly live in only fresh water. Only fresh water means if it all the water which is present there, it is fresh, means we can see good number of plants are present. But if there is any pollution which is mainly caused because of industrial influence, industrial effluents, or by mining or anything, then if there is a increasing of pollution, means this fresh water plants will be disappearing. So in this way, if there is a good fresh water plants were present there, means we can say the water is very much fresh. If there is no plants, means we can understand that water has been polluted. So in this way, it is an important role which is mainly played by this bioindicators. So what are some examples of this bioindicators? Dragonflies, and I can say butterflies, lichens, frogs, algal blooms. So these are some important bioindicators. So this is about this topic. And now let us move on to next topic. It is about India-Russia relations. India-Russia set to ink AK-203 rifle deal, and the worth here is 5,000 crore rupees. So this is about this gun, that is AK-203 rifle. So now let us try to see this topic. Actually this topic will be important from our defense, which mainly comes under GS paper 3. And even we can connect this topic with international relations regarding India-Russia relations. That will be very much important. If you are talking about context, why it is in news. If you see in news, so Cabinet Committee on Security, that is CCS in short, Cabinet Committee on Security, which has given its final approval. Okay, so finally Cabinet Committee on Security, which mainly gave its final approval for a deal with Russia. So what is this deal? So this deal about it is about manufacturing of over 6 lakh AK 203 assault rifles in India. So one important thing that you need to remember here is, so we are not importing that, we are going to manufacture over 6 lakh of this AK-203 assault rifles in India. So if you're talking about details, it mainly says that, so this deal mainly estimated to be the worth of over 5,000 crore rupees. And why it is important? Because it will bring a big boost for our self-reliance in defense manufacturing in India. And if you're talking about effective range of these rifles here is 300 meters, and they are very light in weight, and even they are having robust and it can be easily used. Okay, so what will be the significance? First one is it will give boost for our Make in India program, and will also increase operational effectiveness of army, and even that will be helpful in our counter-insurgency and counter-terrorism operations. So this is a significance. And now if you are talking about when this Putin, that is President of Russia, is going to visit India on, we can say like December 6th. So actually this rifle deal which is not signed now, but actually this deal which mainly signed in 2019 itself. So if you're talking about what are the important agenda, what is the important agenda in this president's meet, okay, that is Russian President Vladimir Putin visit to India. So now let us try to see what are the key agendas. So first one is they are going to sign different pacts in many fields, for example economy, for example defense, science and technology, trade, etc. And this summit will also witness renewal of even our military technical cooperation, okay, for next decade, that is from 2021 to 2031. So whatever the framework regarding this military technical cooperation, that we are going to renewal. And each one is, there is also a joint commission on technology and science. It is also to be likely to be announced in this meet. And apart from this, we are also going to have some negotiations regarding RELOS. So RELOS, it is nothing but reciprocal exchange of logistic agreement. So let me know with which countries India signed this logistic agreement. Already I discussed in our earlier lectures, right? So this is about this topic. And now let us try to see next topic. Title says study finds mechanism of blood clot after giving this Oxford vaccine. So if you are talking about blood, especially we are having water content and blood components will be there. So if you are talking about blood components, we have blood cells. It is a one important part. So if you are talking about blood cells, we are having three types, that is RBC, WBC and platelets. So RBC, which mainly contains hemoglobin. So this RBC, it is very much helpful for carrying of oxygen, okay, or carrying of oxygen to different cells, and also, okay, so this is about one important function of RBC. And WBC, it is nothing but our defense mechanism. And if you're talking about platelets, what is the function? If at all if you have any cut, if you met with an accident, or if at all any incident happened, and what happened if you had a cut, means from that cut you will lose the blood. So whenever you are losing blood, means what happened, the water content will be decreased, right? So in that conditions here, these platelets will be activated, and these platelets will be helping for the clotting of blood. That means it will not allow the loss of the blood. Okay, so this is a very important function of these platelets. So platelets are also called as thrombocytes. Okay, so this is some introduction that you need to know before understanding this topic. So now let us see the context. If you see context, it mainly says that a multi-institutional study, okay, a multi-institutional study which mainly published in journal Science, okay, journal Science Advances. So this study which mainly showing about what might be the mechanism for this blood clots which are responsible after taking this COVID-19 vaccine, that is AstraZeneca. So after taking this AstraZeneca Oxford vaccine, so many people in UK and as well as some European countries, they reported that they had this blood clots. So it is one of the side effects. So actually earlier we do not know about what might be the mechanism, but now here this study which mainly says about what is the mechanism behind that. So if you're talking about details, it mainly says that, so if you're talking about this thrombocytopenia syndrome, so in this syndrome we can see there will be the low platelet count. So one important thing that you need to remember here is penia. Whenever you see penia, means it is low. It is a meaning of penia, okay. Thrombocytes means we are having platelets. So platelets are very, very less in number. That is called as thrombocytopenia syndrome. So because of this low number, so whenever there is decreasing of number of platelets, so in which condition we can see decreasing of platelets? That is in dengue, okay. So in dengue, if you are attacking with this dengue also, we can see there is decreasing of platelets. So whenever platelets are decreasing, then what will be the impact? So here that will leads to huge blood loss. Okay, so whenever the vessels are damaging, that will leaks the blood, right? So whenever there are low number of platelets in your body, means that will leads to high blood loss. So this is the condition that mainly seen in dengue here. So in dengue, what happened, that will lead to internal bleeding. So because of internal bleeding, we can see black stool. So it is one of the severe complications in this dengue fever, right? So here whenever there is decreasing of platelet is happening, that will lead to increasing of your blood loss. Okay, so this is a one important thing. That means we can see there is a clotting which is formed very, very late. So by this time, the huge amount of blood that will be already lost. So if you are talking about thrombosis with thrombocytopenia syndrome, it is a very, very rare and severe adverse effect. That means So even in this thrombocytopenia, that means we are having low number of platelets. So in this low number of platelets also, whenever the blood clot is happening, so it is a very rare adverse event that mainly seen. So this is mainly seen after taking this AstraZeneca Oxford vaccine. Okay, so this vaccination mainly using this chimpanzees adenovirus. So this adenovirus, it is one of the common virus which mainly cause cold in chimpanzees, and it is mainly used as a vector in this Oxford vaccine. Okay, so after taking this vaccine here, we are getting this thrombosis, that is blood clot. So if you're talking about some more details, it mainly says that in June 2021, scientists from Germany and as well as Norway, they reported that antibodies that activated the platelets, a blood component involved in clotting. Okay, so in 2021 June itself, scientists mainly said that yes, there is some relationship between this vaccine and as well as this blood clot. So now let us try to understand the mechanism. So first one, what happened, we are taking vaccine, okay, right? So in this vaccine we are having virus vector, that is adenovirus is present. So after injecting vaccine into your body, okay, so after you are taking this IM injection of this vaccine, you will be getting this vector particles into your body. So whenever your vector, okay, that is adenovirus which is entering into your body, your immune system will be getting activated, right? So here scientists mainly believes that there is a misplaced immunity that is seen in the body that mainly releases the antibodies against this platelet factor 4. Okay, and these platelet activating factor or the platelet factor 4, it will mainly bind and will be getting activated. So because of this, that led to formation of clots after taking this vaccine. So if you see this image, I took this image directly from BBC. So here how Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine may causes rare blood clots. So here we already know that vaccine is mainly made up of this COVID-19 genetic material, and they are combined with a weaker version of common cold virus, that is adenovirus in case of this Oxford vaccine. So whenever you are getting this vaccine, okay, so here what happens, this vaccine will be getting into your blood stream. So after that, it can attack a protein in the blood, okay, that is platelet factor 4. So in the rare cases, in a very rare cases, the immune system which mainly confuses regarding this platelet factor 4 for the virus and releases antibodies. So in this way here, antibodies clump together with the platelet factor 4, and that is mainly leading to this blood clots. So this is gist of this topic. And now let us try to see next topic is about churning in the sky. So this article mainly talking about this Earth Dynamo's effect. Okay, Earth Dynamo effect. So this article will be important from science and technology point of view. So now let us try to see context. If you see context, it mainly says that for long, scientists, they have built into their theories. So finally, scientists, they came up with their theories and they came up with the concept. So which is the concept? Concept of Earth Dynamo. Okay, scientists, they came up with this concept of Earth Dynamo. So this Earth Dynamo, which is mainly regarding wind driven electrical generator that mainly spans the space up to nearly 100 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Okay, so this is the context, and if you're talking about details, it mainly says that scientists mainly used this NASA's ICON mission, and mainly they worked on this dynamo effect, and they found that dynamo mainly churns in ionosphere. Okay, so in ionosphere, and it is mainly powered by tidal winds faster than cyclones. Okay, so this is about this topic, and now let us try to see what is the significance. So whenever this type of studies are published in journals, that will be helpful, especially to understand the space weather much clearer. So if we're talking about different layers of atmosphere, here we have Earth. So above Earth we have troposphere, and above that we have stratosphere. So between this stratosphere and troposphere we have this tropopause, and below and above that we have ozone layer, and above that we have mesosphere and ionosphere. So let me know what are the important functions of these different layers of atmosphere, and if you are completed your basic NCERT, you might be knowing about these topics, because from 6th to 12th NCERTs there are a number of times which mainly covered regarding these layers of atmosphere. So let me know in comment box. Don't forget about this. So this is about this topic and I hope it is very much clear. Now let us try to see next topic. Title says fighting off tumors. Okay, title says fighting off tumors. So if you are talking about this article, mainly talking about tumors. So what is a tumor? Tumor means nothing but, so whenever, if you consider this as a one cell will undergo cell division, right? So what happens whenever there is uncontrolled cell division is happening, and that will be forming as a group of cells. So it is nothing but a tumor. So now let us try to see this topic in a very great detail. So if you're talking about study, so recently a new study by University of Pittsburgh researchers, they find that fine tuning the gut microbe, okay, so the fine tuning the gut microbiome can fight colon cancer, okay. So mainly to fight against this colon cancer, so the gut, so whatever the bacteria which is present in our gut, that will be very, very useful. So if we're talking about details of this study, which mainly says that this study mainly published in Immunity. So researchers mainly said that this Helicobacter, okay, remember this name of this bacteria, that is Helicobacter hepaticus. Helicobacter hepaticus, it is a bacterium which mainly inhibits a thick mucous membrane in the gut lining. So because of this, it mainly evokes a strong immune response, okay. So it is mainly seen in this microbiome of mice. And now let us try to see next topic. It is about gender imbalance. So this article which mainly talking about gender imbalance, that is mainly seen in the seals, right? So these seals are fastest swimming animals. Actually they will be swimming, and if they started swimming, they will be swimming only. And even if they didn't take much rest as well. And these seals are very, very hardworking animals in search of food actually. So now let us try to see this topic in a very great detail. Why these seals are in use? What is about this gender imbalance in these seals? So the population of Arctic fur seal, the scientific name here is Arctocephalus gazelle. Okay, so this is Antarctic fur seal. So the seal here is belongs to Antarctic region, that is Antarctic fur seal, and here scientific name is Arctocephalus gazelle. It is mainly decreasing. Their efforts were made to revive it. Okay, so what happened, even though the number of this Arctic fur seal are decreasing, and our government, we can say like governments and even population, so they are mainly taking some efforts mainly to conserve them, but these efforts are not reviving. So if you're talking about why, because there is a gender imbalance that is mainly seen. Because after mating season in winter, female seals, they move towards warmer zones. Okay, after mating they need some warm temperature, so that they are going towards warmer zones here. But males mainly stay in Antarctic region itself, that is in the cold region. So because of this, the male and female seals, they are having differential movements. Okay, males are in Antarctica and females are moving towards warmer areas. So because of this, the feeding patterns, it is also somewhat a difference of feeding patterns that mainly seen. And because of some different ecological pressures, so because of all these things, that is leading to imbalance in the seals. Okay, so this is the gist of this topic. And you can add about what is the impact of environment change on these seals, that can be also added as a one more dimension here. And next topic, it is about, was Omicron designated a variant of concern in haste? So before saying this article, I want to make a small announcement on this platform. So we came up with this prelims test series, and today there is a test regarding March 2020 current affairs, along 2021 March current affairs, along with this Indian geography test, which is present at 10 o'clock. So already polity syllabus had been completed. So please join this prelims test series, and how many times you want to take the test, you can take. And whenever you are completing your repeated revisions, you can take this test. So there is nothing like limit, you have to write only once or only thrice. So how many times you want to take the test, you can take the test. And here in this test series, we are including both the GS and as well as CSAT. And GS includes sectional test and as well as revision test and as well as full length test. So we designed this plan that will be helpful to cover each and every part of your syllabus, and even you are going to revise your subject at least twice to thrice if you follow this pattern as we gave in this prelims test series. And the cost, it is just 5,000 rupees. And apart from this, we also have this mains answer writing course. As you all know, mains answer writing plays an important role and it is a game changer. So it will decide your name will be present in the final list or not. So don't underestimate this mains answer writing practice, because how many times you read it is not important, but how you represent it in exam is important. So there are some presentation skills and some important keywords and important points that you need to represent in examination. So here we are focusing on exactly on that. So we are giving you a limited syllabus of 2 to 3 chapters every week, and on that daily one question will be given, and writing daily one answer, it is not at all burden for you people. And on Sunday there will be essay or case study. So today there will be a case study. Today there will be a case study, and last week we gave essay, and today there will be a case study practice. So after writing your answer or cases, or we can say like essays, and you have to send to us, and there will be evaluation, and we also send you a model answer for you as well. So in this way, this course, it is very useful, and we are covering each and every nook and corner of your syllabus. And we divided syllabus such that it will not get you a burden and it will not disturb already which or the plan you have already. So please try to join this course, and you can assure us, and 100% you can trust us. So even why I'm saying 100% you can trust us, because I'm the academic director here, and if you're trusting me, please join these courses. Okay. And apart from this, we also have foundational course, and if you want to take individual course like economy, history, geography, like that, you can also take those courses. And one thing I want to give you assurance here is, so if you join any offline courses, means you will be having a time limit, but in this online courses you will be not having a time limit. Time will not be a bar here. So if you want to sit for 7 to 8 hours a day, you can sit and you can watch the videos and you can learn the topics, and you can complete the entire syllabus in a one go. So this will be the advantage. And if you have any doubt, we are having one-to-one mentorship, and if you have any doubts regarding these courses, please call us on this number 8074765513. Okay. So please trust us and join these courses, and this will be very much helpful. And after once you join, then you can understand that yes, I did a right decision, I took a right decision. So taking of right decision at the right time is very important, and these courses will provide you a right decision now. So please take this an opportunity and try to join these courses. And the price, it is also very affordable. You can't get this low price anywhere throughout the country. You can also check it that. And now let's come back and let us see next topic. It is about Omicron variant. So now let us try to see what is the context. As you all know that on November 26th, World Health Organization, that is WHO, designated a newly identified SARS coronavirus lineage. So the lineage here is B.1.1.529, and in this lineage, so what is why it is a very much dangerous, because there are about 32 mutations that are especially seen in the spike protein itself. So if you say this is a virus, coronavirus, and here we have genetic material, so here we have the spike proteins. So these spike proteins are responsible because they will be attaching to receptors, that is especially ACE2 receptor, and they will be entering into our body. So in this spike proteins, whenever there are mutations, means, so if you already took vaccine, means you will be having antibodies in your body. These antibodies may not detect this virus. So because of this, that will lead to less effectiveness of vaccines. If you see some details, it mainly says that if you're talking about some facts regarding this Omicron especially, so this Omicron, which is mainly placed in most troubling category of this COVID-19 variants. Okay, globally, as you all know that in second phase of coronavirus in India, so one important reason here is because of Delta variant. Okay, so here already WHO came up with the different variants like Delta, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Lambda, like that. So this variant is mainly one of important cause of concern because it is having a large number of mutations. Okay, so some of them are they are primary cause for serious concern here as well. Okay, and one important thing here is there is no reliable estimates of just how much more transmissible this Omicron it is, mainly compared with that of earlier strains that we found like alpha, beta, gamma and delta, etc. So first it mainly found in South Africa, but now there are about more than many countries they are having this Omicron variants. Even in India we found 4 cases. So if we are talking about what are those WHO's currently listed 5 variants of concern. So first one here is Omicron, that is B.1.1.529 variant, and next one is Delta, that is B.1.617.2, and next one is Gamma, that is B.1, and Beta it is B.1.351, and Alpha is B.1.1.7. So you need to remember this variant and as well as this number as well. That will be helpful for you to choose the correct answers in prelims. And now let us talk about what is this variant of interest and as well as variant of concern. So there are about 2 variants of interest that are mainly identified, that is mu, okay, mu, that is B.1.621, which mainly emerged in Colombia in early 2021. And next one is lambda, it is C.37, which mainly emerged in Peru. So we are having 2 variants of interest and 5 variants of concern. So if we are talking about variants of interest, that is VOI. So in this VOI, we can see some genetic changes. Okay, we can see some genetic changes that are predicted or known to affect virus characteristics. So even if you know correctly that whenever there is any genetic changes, that is responsible for transmissibility and even disease severity, immune escape, diagnostic or therapeutic escape, and they will comes under this variants of interest. Okay, so they has been mainly identified using some significant community transmission or multiple COVID-19 clusters in multiple countries. And if you're talking about variants of concern, so in this variants of concern, we can see there will be increasing of transmissibility, or we can see some detrimental change in COVID-19 epidemiology, or we can see some increasing of virulence, or we can say like change in clinical disease presentation, and also there is decreasing of effectiveness of public health and even social measures like availability of diagnostics, vaccines and as well as therapeutics. So these effectiveness will also be decreased. So this is about what is variants of interest and variants of concern. So these are some important articles that appear in today's newspaper. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. Please subscribe to Rathod's IAS and don't forget to like, share and comment my videos. And don't forget to enroll to these courses. And if you have any doubts, you can call to the number as I mentioned above. So details of that courses are given in description box. Please check it once. Thank you so much.